And now we go up here. This is the way to Death Mountain Summit. And as you can see, there is destructible rocks here. Danger ahead, keep out. But Darunia said I should go here. Now who should I listen to Darunia or to the sign? Mama always told me to listen to what science said, but I guess this isn't how video games work. So we have to destroy these explodable rocks here, so that we can continue on our path here. Oops. And the problem here is that we can't just place the second bomb in front of the second rock, but we have to throw it at it. But it can't land on top of the platform over there, so we have to time it so that it explodes mid-air and destroys the rock while doing so. That was too late. That was... Okay, wow, it did actually land on the platform. I stand corrected. Another destructible rock. Another bad teaching of this game. If you ever see a piece of stone weirdly standing out from the rest of the environment, then please use a bomb to destroy it. Yeah, there's a cow here. Don't ask me how this cow got here. At least she has some grass to eat, I guess. Well, I'm Swiss. Of course, since Switzerland is the land of cows, I know everything about cows. And I say that this cow probably... Well, in summer, usually the cows were led into higher up regions, because it was a mild climate up there and there was a lot of grass everywhere around, so it had grass around there. And then come fall, they're all led back down into the valleys, into where the people usually lived, into the villages and stuff, back to the stables where they would spend the winter. So this one probably got lost when they came down from the Alps. Probably she fell into a glacier fissure or something, I don't know. Now she's here. Of what use are cows in this game? Navi doesn't even have to say anything about it. I don't think I can talk to it. No, okay. So the only thing you can do, as far as I know, with cows is you can play a Epona song to them, which we haven't learned yet. And then if you have an empty bottle, they give milk. So you can basically milk them using a Epona song. So, if you remember, the guard at the gate down in Kakariko actually recommends you getting a sturdy shield before climbing up that mountain, and that's the exact reason why. Because if you have the Hylian shield, you can just duck here, using the R button of course, which is using your shield, and then all of the falling rocks, because it's an active volcano, so it basically erupts every 5 seconds, but only if somebody walks this road, so it's a little strange volcano, but yeah, whatever. You can just duck under your shield and you won't take any damage. 5 times? 6 times? Oh, you can also just walk away from them. Funny. So, we want to climb this wall here, and as we know, Skull Wall to Loss, which sounds really bad, interesting, annoying. Don't like you climbing past them, so the easiest way to get rid of them is just target them and shoot them with your slingshot. And now we reach the summit. Well, not really, but we can't get to the top of the summit. I also think it's a crater, so if you got too close to the summit, you'd probably fall into behind the crater walls and down into the lava. I don't really want to talk to you right now. The ferry itself is behind this wall. I think before I talk to the ferry, because once I've talked to the ferry, the owl will want to fly me down to Kakariko again. Let's talk to her. Or him, I think it's a male owl. You've done well to come all the way up here, Gilga. This is the summit of the sacred Death Mountain. Hoot! It is said that the clouds surrounding this peak reflect the condition of Death Mountain. When they look normal, it is at peace. Sounds logic. Oh. Climbing all the way up here just proves how smart you are. What does it have to do with smartness? Now I want to see you make another smart move. Wait. It proves how smart I am. It is... According to this owl, it is really smart to ignore all signs of danger on the way up here and listen to some guy that you have just met like 2 hours before, who sent a 7-year-old kid into a cave with dinosaurs, fire-breathing dinosaurs, because they themselves are too lazy to do it. And that's smart. Okay. The Great Fairy lives on this mountaintop and she will give you a new skill. She is the leader of the fairies, you know. Who? But there are other Great Fairies. Is it always the same Great Fairy? It's not. I think they have different hair color, right? Or is it only in Majora's Mask where they have different hair colors? I will perch here and wait for you. When you're ready to go back down, I can help you. Now get going. Yeah, so we first want to get into Death Mountain Crater. Where, of course, if we're not fast enough, we will burn to a crisp. Because it's so hot in here. Gilga, it's so hot in here, we can't stay here for long. Every blue text you see, by the way, is spoken by Navi as far as I know. So as you can see, the timer appeared in the top left. And it basically says that... Oops. Come on. I love the hitboxes of those stones. Once the timer runs out, we will burn to a crisp and the game over screen will play and we will just spawn at the entrance again. Wow. Bombs. Wow, we used the bomb to get more bombs. That's hilarious. So, but there is a heart piece right over here. Let's see if we can reach it and get up again before we burn. Right over there, you see? That's good stuff. That's what we're here for. Hot hearties. Of course, the duration of the timer, so how long you have until you burn to death instantly for some reason, depends on how many life you currently have, how many current life. So it's not the maximum amount of hearts you have that counts, but the ones that you actually still have to spend. You already have 6 hearts. That's nice. And the one heart piece that you saw on top of that pinnacle of stones, that huge boulder, you get that by planting a magic bean. Great Fairies Fountain. The crest of the royal family of Hyrule is inscribed here, and whenever there is the crest of the royal family of Hyrule, which has a remarkable resemblance of the Triforce, then you have to play Zelda's Lullaby. It's just an unwritten rule in this game. Or maybe it actually is written somewhere. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've last seen this cutscene. Now, don't ask me why this fairy looks completely different from all of the established fairies so far. Welcome, Gilga. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. I am ready to receive your essence, I guess. I always wondered, is this some kind of scales, or is it just like ink? Well, whatever. You master the secret sword technique of the spin attack. Hold B to charge your weapon. Release B to unleash a wave of energy with your spin, talking about breaking your immersion. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate the analog stick once and press B for a very effective quick spin. When you charge power for a spin attack, magic power will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Hey boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Well, I don't really have any messages with me, but... well, I do have... No, I don't have the letter anymore. So, technically, no. Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. Okay, so they are different fairies. So is this particular one just like the leader of the fairies, or whatever? She'll surely grant you another power. And which fairies? The forest fairies? The great fairies? The pink stupid fairies one that you just eat and they well, they also revive you, yes, but they regenerate your life. And also, how exactly does this work? Question over questions. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Oh yeah, whenever you see a Great Fairy and you play Zelda Lullaby again, your life and magic will be restored to full. The funny thing is, we have already been to the castle, but even if we knew about the Great Fairy who lives there, we couldn't have met her because the entrance to her fountain is blocked by a destroyable rock. Hoot! Well, it looks like you've grown up a little from the Great Fairy's power. Yeah, of course, in the last... I mean, I probably grew like 0.01 micrometers in the last 2 minutes. But I still don't really look like the hero who will save Hyrule, at least not yet. Zelda said something different. Why are you discouraging me? If you're going back down the mountain, I can lend you a wing. Come here and grab my talents and hold on tight. Hoot. Sure. I usually suffer from motion sickness, well, not in any games, but in any, like, driving vehicle. As there is a certain amount of G-forces from some direction, doesn't matter where really, I get sick. And this would probably make me puke before we landed in Kakariko. Just saying. Alright, so as you can see, he dropped us off on one of the rooftops in Kakariko, which conveniently enough is the rooftop of Impulse House. And if you remember, right below here there is a chicken stall. And now we can drop down onto this ledge here and get a heart piece that is hidden inside this cage of a cow here. Don't ask me why all of Hyrule has to treat their cows like this. I mean, one of the cows just is like entombed in a stone cave in the mountains, and the other one has like 3 square meters of space for her. Well, okay, that's actually not too bad. I think it's the worst part here is that she doesn't have any hay or any straw lying around. I mean, in a modern stable, they are usually also fixated, right? When at night, at least. So they can only like stand up or lie down, but they can't really move around, which sounds horrible. But I guess cows don't really mind as long as they can go outside during the day. But this cow actually is also encaged here during the day, so yeah. Now I feel really bad. What if that heart piece was actually really precious to this poor cow? And I'd just come in and get the heart piece and disappear again, and now I feel bad. But wait, whatever. I'm sorry! Okay, where to next? Do we have a hint? I don't think so, right? Alright, yeah, let's ask Saria where to go next. Listen! You want to talk to Saria, right? Yes, exactly. Gilga? This is Saria. Can you hear me? Well, I mean, connection is a little bad, but are you in a tunnel right now? I mean, yeah, okay, now I can hear you. Are you collecting spiritual stones? You have one more to find. You mean the spiritual stone of water, don't you? Well, if you say so. That's at least one I don't have yet. The great Deku Tree once told me that King Zora, ruler of Zora's domain, has it. Okay, so where is Zora's domain? What does Navi have to say? Because if you play Zaria's song and then say no here, then she asks if you want to talk to her. Really? Then do you want to talk to me? It sounds like my cat, like Simon when he's lying around being all depressed. At least he's looking like that. I don't think he's really depressed. And then once I look at him, he's like, Are you looking at me? Are you really looking? And then I'm looking away and he's like, oh no, he's not. Oh. But yeah, I do want to talk to you. I do want to pet you. I wonder if Saria knows anything about the other spiritual stone. Wow, Navi is so helpful. Wow, thanks. Okay, so, King Zora. Now, if you look at our beautiful map of... Ah, yeah, now I remember. We have this map of Hyrule with the blinking dots, which were said to be points where we have to go next. So first we go to London Ranch, since this is still blinking. And then afterwards we have this beautiful blinking dot over here, which is Sora's domain. Oh wow, how convenient. People are disgusting. My own father and mother are disgusting. You must be disgusting too. Yeah, well, I probably got a lot of bacteria and stuff on me. I mean, I've just like killed dodongos and spiders and don't shower a single time in the whole game. Well, I do sometimes bath in the river water, but I guess that makes me a little more clean. London Ranch, yeah, is over there. So these skeletons that are spawning at night here, these are called Stall Child. And now I'm wondering, because of course the armed skeletons that we will meet in Forest Temple, for example, are called Stalfos. So those are probably like small Stalfos. But if Stalfos are what adults become once they enter the Lost Woods, then what are Stall Childs? Because we know that kids turn into Skull Kids. I guess I need to brush up my lore at some point. I'm awake! I'm awake! I'm awake! I'm awake! Warcraft 3 flashbacks. I'm awake already! What? Well, I'll be if it ain't the forest... I'll be if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. It took some doing, but I finally got Melon back in a good mood. So what are you up to today? Because, of course, he said that she would be in a bad mood because he fell asleep on job. But, yeah. Got some free time on your hands, you say? Well, how about the game? I'm all about games, that's why I'm here. And these 3 cuckoos I have here are special super cuckoos. So he's referring to the 3 behind him. Well, oh no, the 2 behind him and the 1 between his legs. The cook. Oh, between his legs. Oh, okay, now I get it. I'm going to throw these cuckoos into that... I'm going to throw these cuckoos into that there gaggle of normal cuckoos. Is that a correct sentence? Okay, whatever. If you can pick out these 3 special birds from among the normal cuckoos within the time limit, I'll give you something good. As far as I know, there is no way to distinguish the special cuckoos to the normal ones. You just have to pick them up, and whenever you pick up a special one, he will be like, "Oh, how did you know that? Wow, you must be a fortune teller." I don't know. If you can't find them, I win. It'll be 10 rupees. Want to play? And what do you get if you win? Well, the 10 rupees, I guess. Okay. You have 30 seconds. Alright then. Get ready. Here go the super cuckoos. Start looking. Number 1. That's one of them. Keep it up. Keep it up. 2 more to find. So shouldn't you be sad because you lose if I fight them? Nope. Nope. There's another. Alright, now the moment truth. 1 more to find. Nope. There it is. Golly, I've been dawned. It's plumb incredible. Yeah, well, well, if you plan to make money with this game, you probably should give us a limited amount of tries to pick up the chickens, you know. But hey, I don't complain. That's the last one. You found them all. Come on over here. Well, actually, he might be an economical genius. Because what we get now is a second bottle, and if you play it again, you just get milk. And every time you play the game, you have to pay 10 rupees. And you don't get the rupees back if you win. The only thing you get is milk. So for him it's a win-win situation, since if we win, he'll just sold us some milk for 10 rupees. Which is probably much higher than the normal price, right? And if he wins, he just got 10 rupees. So it's actually... You're a genius. Wow, okay. Hey you've got the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. And now he's flattering us so that we don't realize that we feel good and come back and play again, right? So it's just like one of these Las Vegas casinos. How'd you like to marry Melon, huh? I would like that, yeah, sure. Oh, I was just kidding. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Ha ha ha. Well, I don't have to do it now. Oh, I'm proud to present to you a sample of our very own Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. I hope it's from the cows. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want, and not from those, you know, super cook-os. What the milk does is, I think it refills like 6 hearts, or 5 hearts or something, and you have 2 uses, and that's it. If you're familiar with the whole lore of all of the Legend of Zelda series, you might know that they are all connected, right? They all play in the same universe, and there are just different time periods of this same world. Now, starting in Ocarina of Time, there are different timelines, the reason for which we will still see, in which certain Zelda games play out. And we know that in this timeline, one of the following Zelda games is Twilight Princess. And the hero in Twilight Princess, which of course is also called Link and looks pretty similar to this Link, but well, it's not the same Link, is a direct descendant of this Link. Yeah, which says this Link will have a child with some lady in this world. And there's a lot of speculation videos and stuff. Which of the ladies we meet in this game might probably be the chosen one? And it's most likely Melon. It makes a lot of sense though, especially since the hero in Twilight Princess is a farmer boy. So it would make sense that their ancestors also have been farmers. Yeah. So this little talk about Link marrying Melon might just be a little wink from the developers. And of course she's standing around here and singing beautifully Epona's song. And yeah, this little horsey right next to her, this young horse, is Epona. The story about Epona is that she is very shy and doesn't let anybody touch her except Melon, I think, because of this song. That's why the song is called Epona's song. And now I go to Melon, and first of all I'm gonna talk to her, of course. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I heard that you found my dad. How did you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Hehe. Why are all of the girls in this game always snickering? Yeah, I did see the princess. She was quite a beauty, but I mean, she doesn't compare to you, of course. I mean, you were the only thing in my 7 years old boy. Come on, get this bad Gilganos. Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Yeah, he was very, very about you being mad, which you probably were, since he said he just got you back in a good mood. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend, fairy boy. Sure. She's this horse. Her name is Epona. Isn't she cute? It's like this moment when you're talking to someone and you want to be alone with the person. They're like, oh yeah, let's do this, and you're like, oh yeah, sure, of course, I want to. Yeah, let's do that. And then they are like, oh yeah, let me introduce you to this friend of mine, and you're like, oh no, please no. And then she's this horse, and you're like, oh okay, it's only a horse, and then you're like, oh no, it's a horse. I don't know what it is with women and horses. Her name is Epona, isn't she cute? Yeah, she really is. Now she runs away. Well, probably because Melon stopped singing. It seems like Epona is afraid of you, fairy boy. Yeah, sorry, I'm such a dreadful man. My mother composed a song, isn't it nice? Let's sing together. I can't sing. Now I pull out my flute. Ah, okay, now. Oh, cute ocarina. Are you going to play this song with the ocarina? Yeah, sure, if you teach me how. Oh, nice, it's only composed of three notes. So it's like every modern song, I guess. Every modern pop song, sorry. I can already hear people shouting at me. You've learned Epona's song. Random owl appearing. And now Epona likes us too. She likes us so much that she's pushing us all over the field. Interesting. Got something else to say? Oh, Epona! She's grown fond of you, fairy boy. Wow, you're a really easy one to impress, right? You play 3 notes on your flute and she's basically crushing you.